Wow, this is such a beautiful garden, right? By the way, do you know what's the lifespan of this beautiful rose plant? Well, it has an approximate lifespan of about 5 to 7 years. Now, that's a cute little dog there. Do you know what's the lifespan of a dog? Well, it can live to approximately 10 to 13 years. And what about this cow? How long do you think a cow will live? Well, it has an approximate lifespan of about 15 to 20 years. Did you notice the huge difference in lifespans among different organisms? Yes. Some organisms may have a lifespan of just a few weeks. For example, a butterfly, while others may live up to 100 to 250 years or more, like a tortoise. Among plants, the banyan tree has the longest lifespan, which is around 200 to 300 years, and for wheat plants, it is just 5 months. It's amazing, right? From this, you guys must have observed one thing, that the lifespans of organisms does not have anything to do with their sizes. Am I right? For example, in the case of crows and parrots, their sizes are not very different. But what about their lifespans? That's right, it shows a wide difference. So clearly, the lifespans of organisms need not necessarily correlate with their body sizes. So now, let's start our chapter with a definition for reproduction. It is a biological process in which an organism gives rise to young ones or offsprings similar to itself. These newly formed offspring further grow, mature, and in turn produce new offspring. Therefore, reproduction is a cyclic process of birth, growth, and death. As we mentioned earlier, the continuity of species over generations is ensured by the process of reproduction. Hence, it is an inevitable process. Every organism has evolved its own mechanism to produce its offspring. These mechanisms may differ based on whether a single organism or two organisms take part in the reproductive process. For example, take a look at this hydra. Here you can see that a single parent hydra undergoes division to produce new individual hydra. But what happens in the case of this deer? Here you can see that a male and a female deer together are involved in producing this baby deer. So, what did you understand from this? Yes, there are two modes of reproduction that organisms use. When a single parent produces offspring with or without the involvement of gamete formation, then it is called asexual reproduction. Whereas, when two parents of opposite sex participate in the process with the involvement of fusion of a male and female gamete, then it is called sexual reproduction. So now we will discuss in detail about each of these modes of reproduction. First is asexual reproduction. As we mentioned earlier, in this mode of reproduction, only a single parent produces offspring. As in the case of this hydra, the offspring produced are not only identical to one another, but are also the exact copies of the parent. Now a question arises. Will these offspring be genetically identical or different to their parent? And why? Yes, you guessed it right. Here, since only one parent is involved and there is no fusion of male and female gametes, the offspring produced will be morphologically and genetically similar to their parent. And such individuals are called clones.